Hey folks, welcome back to WarThunder. Today's video is just sort of a short highlights reel, if you like, of my grind towards the Challenger 2. I've got an assortment of heli murdering clips in the Challenger 1 and the Javelin, and then we're going to round it off with an engagement that I had with a T80B. I think it was a T80B. But anyway, we'll get to that and I'll talk you through it when we get to it. This is probably the best missile kill I've ever got, just in general. A lot of people have been saying that the fire streaks kind of suck. I beg to differ. I mean, look at the lead this thing pulls. It tracks beautifully, and it almost definitely has its proximity fuse detonation now. For me, they're working great. This clip I put in because I wanted to showcase the accuracy of the Challenger 1's gun, and we'll contrast it with the Challenger 2 in a later video. But this guy is completely hull down behind a concrete pillar to the extent that he can't even shoot back at me, and I have the accuracy to pixel snipe his commander and gunner's viewports and kill both of them. So that's a benchmark that's been set. Challenger 1 can hit basically a pixel over a kilometer. I think that was the longest range kill I've ever got with a tank gun. A hair over 4,800 meters. I think this one's more impressive though. So spot him early, let the team know, give them a direction, because you can't mark a grid reference for a heli, and giving a compass bearing helps the aircraft deal with stuff. Just going to keep tapping him with the rangefinder until he comes in. I know from experience that if you line up the top of the 8 on the horizontal lines with the very bottom, well, with the 2,800 meter mark, then your sight is set for 4,300 meters using the sim optics with the gunner's parallax. I don't think it'd be the same in RB. But from that, I'm using that as a gauge to wing it in and lower it a little bit. It's about 4,000 meters away, and that shot was just fucking perfect. Here's some more Javelin clips. So because it has the radar gunsight now, and obviously the radar as well, it serves as probably the best, well, I can't really say the best because other things have the same capability, but anything with radar and a radar gunsight can absolutely decimate the fuck out of helicopters, because they're super easy to find and you can one tap them from over a kilometer away. It's so satisfying. And as you can see, there was just an abundance of them in this game. There's so many blips on the radar, I really didn't even know which one to go for. It actually got overwhelming because there were how many there were. Okay, so this is the last clip that I was talking about. So I've rushed from our south spawn through the forest, and I'm sat on this edge because I want to watch for them crossing from their south spawn towards A, because they'll have to cross this open ground, and as you can see, T80B is right there doing exactly that. So let the team know, in case they're unaware that people do this, which is unlikely, but I'm letting them know precisely where they are so they can prepare. We've got a bunch of teammates going towards A. We actually have 14 people spawn A side in this game, which is just ridiculous, and yet despite that we've somehow managed to cap the center point first. So I get the first hit on, set him on fire. I was going for a driver's port shot, but I only managed to take his gun out. He puts the fire out and he manages to back off our sight, so I got unlucky there in that I didn't manage to finish him off, but I know that he's going to be going for A, because that's why he was going in that direction. So again, I'm going to point him out to the team. I'm going to just like quickly survey the area and check around, make sure that nothing else is going that way, and then I'm going to basically move to head him off. So I'm going to push to the centre of the forest before I cut across, because I can use the low ground from the road to cross the open. And right as I get to this point, I see him pop up in the kill feed, killing a friendly leopard. So here I'm checking the battle log to see if the guy that I damaged is the guy that got that kill, and he is. So I now know that that T-80 that I hit is the guy that killed the friendly, and I know that he's somewhere heading for A. So here I'm using the road to cross the low ground because it gives me a little bit of a hold down position. And right as I get here, I'm confident that he's already crossed the railroad, otherwise I'd have seen him already. So he's definitely on the right hand side of the tracks, like I now am. And I'm trying to push to the wood line up ahead of me on the map border, but then I spot him. I don't know if he spotted me, but I need to get to a hold down spot, because if my hull is exposed at all, he will fucking end me with ease. So I'm watching for him peeking, so I still want to get the first shot off. It might be the difference between life and death. I need to try and knock his gun out. He shoots the dirt, falls short, I miss. Pop smoke, because it isn't worth letting him get another shot off. He's going to have to wing it again and guess if he's going to shoot again. And I need to back up somewhere and find a hold down spot. And these ridges are looking likely, but I'm running out of time with the smoke. Look out, and this looks pretty much absolutely perfect spot on. And there he is off to the right. He fucks up the shot again, and I dome him in one. So, very long-winded engagement that took about 7 minutes. But a nice little showcase, I think, to show how to properly utilise the Challenger. Just don't even bother if you're not in a spot where you can make use of its armour, even though you didn't get hits on. But yeah. Coming up, I've got another video. It's probably going to be pretty long. It'll be a breakdown of 3 pretty good sim games that I had in the Challenger 1. And then once those have gone live, I'll probably be doing a Challenger 2 video. So if you're interested in that, then keep an eye on the channel. Thanks a lot for watching, folks, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.